It says here, purses are revealed. This is from The Mirror. For those of you not from the UK, The Mirror is a mainstream newspaper in the United Kingdom, which has been around for many, many decades. One of the main newspapers, okay? So it says here, purses are revealed, and of course, it's talking about Wilder and Breazeale. So how much did Deontay Wilder make from the Dominic Breazeale fight? Bear in mind, Deontay Wilder turned down $20 million to fight Dominic Breazeale on DAZN. Okay, bear that in mind. So, according to The Mirror here, what he took home against Breazeale on Showtime was just $10 million. So this guy turned down the opportunity to fight for double this on DAZN and stuck with Showtime. This is why I tell you guys there's no room for loyalty in boxing. And I can't imagine that this is just down to loyalty. If it's down to some misplaced sense of loyalty, then Deontay Wilder is even less bright than I thought he was. But I have to imagine that there are forces at work behind the scenes which actually precluded Deontay Wilder from taking the DAZN deal. I don't think he is a free agent. I don't think he can do whatever he wants. Or else, why on earth would he turn down double the purse that he actually got? That doesn't make any sense. And for those interested, Dominic Breazeale took home $1.2 million. So, yeah, bizarre stuff. And the most disturbing thing about the fact that Deontay Wilder only got 10 mil. Look, 10 mil is a nice amount of money for a normal human being. Most of us are never going to earn that. The point I'm making is, what's so disturbing about it is the fact that Deontay Wilder keeps holding out for more money from AJ in the hope that he's going to get what? The equivalent of 50-50. He only got 10 mil for his fight against Dominic Breazeale. And did the show even make money? Or was it a complete financial flop? Because they didn't even do 1 million viewers. So if this guy's holding out for some kind of 50-50 right now, and maybe in the future, it's just not viable. It's not financially viable. There is no way in hell that any of the networks or any of the promoters involved in putting on an AJ Wilder fight want to lose money from the show. What's the point in putting the show on if you're going to lose money? Well, if you're paying Deontay Wilder as much as he wants, you're going to lose money. That's what's going to happen. At this particular point anyway. All we can do is hope and pray that the Dominic Breazeale fight worked wonders for Deontay Wilder's profile. But most people felt like the Fury fight would have worked wonders, but somehow it didn't. Less than 1 million viewers on regular Showtime. That's terrible. That's not even just bad, it's terrible. Excuse me. So, yeah, for just 10 mil, and he's talking about he wants 100 mil, right? That's what he's saying he wants against AJ, 100 mil. AJ is earning 30 mil against Andy Ruiz, 3 times as much as Deontay Wilder made in a similar kind of defense. 3 times as much. And AJ ain't even from the United States. AJ ain't even a big name in the United States. But yet he's making 3 times as much as Deontay Wilder. And of course, the tickets for AJ Ruiz cost 3 times as much as the tickets cost for Wilder Breazeale. It is just not financially viable for Wilder to be demanding the kind of money he's talking about. Not at this point. So how long are we going to have to wait? How long are Team Wilder going to hold out for playing this game of hardball and trying to drive up the purse and drive it up and drive it up? Yeah, they've done a good job. Some people have pointed out they've done a good job because their initial offer from Team Joshua was what? $12 million. Then they pushed it up to 15. Then they pushed it all the way up to 40. But there has to be a limit. There has to be. 40 is just more money than... I mean, I have to imagine that paying Deontay Wilder 40, DAZN knew that they could very well lose money on that fight. Paying AJ whatever they're paying him and paying Wilder 40. They knew, they must have known that they could lose money there if they don't get the right amount of subscribers. But I guess it's an investment because they're being very aggressive in the market. And it's an investment because they want the biggest fights, the biggest events. They want to have the marquee names. They need to build a reputation fast, a strong reputation. And putting on an AJ Wilder fight would certainly do that. It would help them build a very strong reputation. You know, on top of the Canelos and the Golovkins and all them kind of people there. To have the undisputed world heavyweight championship fight would go a massive way in terms of building DAZN's profile. But again, how far can Deontay Wilder push these hardball tactics of just holding out and holding out and holding out until his purse reaches 100 mil? Is it realistic, people? Could there be a spanner in the works before then? Could Andy Ruiz be that spanner in the works? We don't know who Wilder's going to fight next. Will it be Ortiz, Kaunaki, somebody else? Could they be a spanner in the works? You know, just because Deontay Wilder knocked out Dominic Breazeale in one round, obviously, it don't mean he's going to do that to everybody. There are going to be regular contenders out there who don't get blasted out in a round by Deontay Wilder. Because many of the guys in the top 10, if not most, they're not as slow as Dominic Breazeale. Their defense is not as porous as Dominic Breazeale. Now, Breazeale's got good attributes, don't get it twisted. In terms of his heart, his physical strength, his size. But he was always terribly easy to hit. Unbelievably slow. Dominic Breazeale's probably the slowest guy in the top 10. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody slower. It was just a matter of whether he was able to tighten up his guard sufficiently to block those right hands for a few rounds and, maybe use his jab, get Wilder on the ropes, tire him out a little bit and have his own success. But no, the guard was as open as always and the rest is history. But, yeah, point being, even Deontay Wilder could end up slipping on a banana skin. Same as AJ, same as Fury. It's heavyweight boxing, folks. Stuff happens. So it's a game of risk that Deontay Wilder is playing. Trying to push the purse money for an AJ fight up and up and up and up, way beyond anything he's ever got before. I mean, he hasn't earned even close to AJ level money for any fight in his career so far. But yet he's pushing for money which is above AJ money. Right? He was offered 40 mil by DAZN. That's more than AJ's ever been paid. And he's talking about he wants $100 million. Well, if he ends up getting 100 mil from AJ, it's probably going to be, years down the line? If they both keep winning, and there's no guarantee of that, it'll probably be years down the line before they can build the fight up to that level. And that's disappointing. Because I'd rather see this undisputed fight sooner rather than later. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Deontay Wilder made 10 mil against Dominic Breazeale, but still demanding the equivalent of 50-50 from AJ. In fact, when you're talking about 100 mil, that's not even 50-50. That's like 60-40, 70-30. At least 60-40 in Deontay Wilder's favor. Maybe 70-40. So Wilder's getting 100 mil. What's AJ getting? Think about it, people. Be logical. They're trying to make a profit. And I don't want to hear from none of the idiotic people out there, wannabe accountants, who think that they know how much an AJ Wilder fight would gross. Wilder couldn't even draw 1 million viewers on regular Showtime. Don't try to tell me it's a $300 million fight. Don't talk out of your butt crack. Don't do it. Couldn't even draw 1 million viewers on regular Showtime. AJ on regular Sky would be drawing millions upon millions of people. And the United Kingdom is only 1/5 the size of the United States in terms of population. So don't talk rubbish about how much you think the AJ Wilder fight is worth. If it was worth that much, Wilder would be making $30 million purses now against people like Breazeale. Because AJ is. But Wilder ain't. So don't talk rubbish in my comment section. Don't do it. Be realistic. Be honest. Yeah, don't be out there high on crack. Don't do that when you're writing these comments. You have to have an IQ above that of a 5-year-old. That's not asking much. Yeah? It's not financially viable at all to be paying Deontay Wilder the kind of sums he's talking about. It's just not. And it really is a relevant question for people. Why would Deontay Wilder turn down $20 million to face Breazeale on DAZN and take half as much to fight the same opponent on Showtime? How does that make sense? Is this guy really a free agent? I don't see how he can be. If he is remarkably dim-witted. That's all I can tell you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.